On this channel, we have covered a lot of ground when it comes to looking classy. But in this video, we're going beyond the aesthetics. Let's get into it. Hello intentional woman, welcome to my channel. My name is Ayanime, and in today's video we're looking at 12 signs you're one classy woman. So the first sign is that you have mastery over your emotions, something we usually refer to as composure. But when you think about it, outside being able to carry yourself properly, one thing that can give you that composure is being able to manage your emotions, because our ultimate test as classy women is not when we wear classic clothes or when we act classy when it's convenient for us. Not at all. It is when that Uber driver is on your last nerve, or when that co-worker has been pushing your buttons over and over and over, but you refuse to go down to their level, where you become emotionally volatile, impulsive, and careless with your words. Instead, you compose yourself and you handle things calmly, gracefully, and if necessary, kill them with kindness. This is one of the true marks of a classy woman. That being said, this is something that we all struggle with, because certain situations can try the patience of a saint. And situations like that can crop up at any time, whether in person or online. For me, it's usually online. So mastering your emotions, words, and actions is absolutely important. And that being said, I'll still say this. The purpose of this journey is not perfection, but continuous personal development. So if, for example, you lost your composure today, forgive yourself and promise to do better the next time, and the time after that, and the time after that. Now let's look at number 2, and that is you have self-respect. You cannot truly say you are a classy woman if you do not respect yourself, because these two things go hand in hand. It is a good dose of self-respect that will stop you from acting a certain way, or even allowing people in your life to treat you terribly. Having self-respect means you love yourself and you know your worth. It also means addressing any disrespect with dignity and grace, not by tolerating it or addressing it in a way that disrespects the other person, like putting on your boxing gloves. No, we do not fight because we want to show self-respect. We remove ourselves from certain situations because that is the ultimate way of showing that you respect yourself too much to be seen in such a situation. Number 3, you have healthy boundaries. Whether it's in a romantic relationship, at work, or in social situations, you know what you can tolerate and what you can never tolerate. You set and enforce clear limits and boundaries, and you communicate these boundaries calmly, gracefully, and firmly. Not in an aggressive way like we covered in the previous point, but in a calm way that lets them know that this is where you've drawn the line. They cannot cross that line ever again. Also, having and enforcing healthy boundaries means you will not be pressured to bend it for anybody, even if it means making the tough decision of cutting ties with somebody you truly like, even more so in a case where this person is somebody you like romantically, because it can be painful and it can be difficult. But like I've always maintained, you are number one. You choose you first. So if you have your clear boundaries and you do not compromise, well, I'm happy to inform you that you are one classy woman. The 4th sign is that you are kind and compassionate. This doesn't mean being a nice person or a people pleaser where people walk all over you. Not at all. Being kind and compassionate simply means you treat everybody with empathy and understanding. You help out when you can, and when you can't, you say no gracefully without guilt. Whether it means refusing to do that extra work for your colleague, refusing to do a favor for somebody, or saying no to an invitation. One thing that can really help in this regard, if this is something you're struggling with, is to understand that you cannot please everybody, and that's okay. I have a video on how to stop being a people pleaser, and I'll link it in the description. The 5th sign you're a classy woman is that you are discreet and private. Not just about your own matters, but about certain things that people share with you. This particular trait encompasses encompasses a lot of things, and it goes beyond just keeping secrets. The first one, it shows that you have a respect for boundaries, whether it's your own or it's about other people's own when it comes to their private life. So you refuse to probe and, ask invasive questions. Two is that it shows emotional maturity, because discretion comes with self-control and discipline, where even if you're triggered or angered to share certain things, but you're disciplined enough not to. Number three, it helps you build trust with other people, because they know that whatever information they share with you, you will handle it with care. You will not break their trust or harm them with that information, because like I've said in a previous video, secrets are weapons, and if placed in the wrong hands, can be disastrous. The fourth thing this particular trait can do for you is that it can help you avoid negativity and drama. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to involve yourself in gossip that gets reported to someone, and then they come to confront you and you have to defend yourself, and you just have this messy circle. Not at all. And number five is that being discreet protects your reputation, because then you're not impulsively oversharing things about you, whether to somebody you just met or maybe online. It means you understand the importance of reputation and you protect yours. Now, number six is similar to number five, but refers more to communication, and that is that you are mindful of what comes out of your mouth. And this is in regards to not speaking thoughtlessly, avoiding malicious gossip, avoiding judgmental remarks, and also in not dominating a conversation, but instead you listen more, talking less, allowing others to feel heard and valued. It is also in not using offensive language, because we can all agree at this point that there is nothing classy about a woman who drops F-bombs and MF-bombs in every sentence. I have trained myself to the extent that the thought of saying F you irritates my very bones. And guess what? This was something I had no issue saying before I started this journey. I was dropping F-bombs left, right, and center. So I'll always say, thank God for this journey. I mean it. Thank God for this journey. Number seven, you have good manners and you practice proper etiquette. Oh yes, because the cornerstone of etiquette is consideration, honesty, and respect. And you cannot truly say you are a classy person if you do not have good manners or follow the proper etiquette of whatever situation you find yourself in. The fact is that your image as a classy woman truly shines through, not just when you carry yourself properly or speak mindfully, but also when you conduct yourself properly, whether in a formal setting or an informal setting. And the foundation of this is when you treat everybody with kindness and respect, regardless of their status or station. Number eight, you're confident but humble. Oh yes, because there is a thin line between confidence and arrogance. One is a realistic understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, and abilities, while the other is an overblown sense of self-importance. So in regards to this, it simply means you know who you are, you know what you can achieve without having the need to always prove it to everybody. It means you are secure enough to lift others up without having the need to tear them down just to feel good about yourself. It also means you're open to feedback, constructive criticism, while still having a deep sense of self-worth and being self-aware enough to know your limits. Now, that being said, you do not also engage in false humility, where you downplay your accomplishments or your value. Oh no, you celebrate them, but you do this with humility, while also handling your successes and failures gracefully. Number 9, you prioritize knowledge. Like I said in the beginning of the video, continuous personal development is crucial to a classy woman. Whether that means pursuing advanced degrees, leveling up your skill set, cultivating diverse interests, developing your mindset, being curious about the world and how it works, which ultimately means you can engage in intelligent conversation with anybody about a variety of topics. So if you are a woman who is intentional about learning, personal growth, and investing in yourself, whether emotionally, physically, or mentally, then you, my darling, are a classy woman. Number 10, you prioritize your emotional well-being and self-care. A classy woman knows the importance of protecting her peace, so she intentionally cultivates relationships that uplift her while immediately removing herself from toxic situations. Knowing that her well-being comes first, she also invests in self-care, understanding that a consistent self-care routine reinforces her self-respect, reminding her that she deserves the time and effort she is putting into herself. Now, does this sound like you? It does? Let me know in the comments. Number 11, your appearance is polished. Well, this list wouldn't have been complete without this particular point thrown in there. Now, like I've always mentioned on this channel, looking good, taking care of yourself, being obsessed with your self-care and your appearance. Okay, maybe not obsessed, but you get what I mean. Doing all of these things is not for another person. It is for you. Because when you look at it, right, the way you feel about your appearance can affect your feelings and your emotions and sometimes your productivity. Haven't you noticed how when you look your best, you feel like you can conquer the world? You feel like you're walking on sunshine. You feel like there are certain situations you don't want to be a part of because you're like, I look too good for this. Nope. I look too good for this. So if you already do this, you are intentional about your appearance. You take pride in your appearance. You prefer quality over quantity, classic pieces over trendy pieces. You want to always look your best. Your style is classic and timeless rather than vulgar. Then guess what? You're a classy woman. I think I'm just saying that over and over, but I like it. And finally, you surround yourself with like-minded people. Let me tell you how important this is. You see how sometimes when I create content on how to be more elegant, intentional, feminine, how to practice proper etiquette, mindset development, I get backlash from some people. Well, how do you think I'm able to stay grounded and continue to create content like that? That is because my support system is made of women who share my values. So when I create content and I get backlash, I go back to them, we discuss it, and they remind me why I create the content I create. They also remind me that my content is not for everybody and that it will find the right woman. I believe my journey would be such a horrible one if I was sitting down here trying to be more classy, teaching you how to be the same, but my community, my support system was made of women who couldn't care less about things like this. Women who are dismissive of my values. It wouldn't work. So surrounding yourself with women who are also on this journey, women who will support you, speak light into you, and remind you why this journey is important is crucial to your continuous growth and development. Even if you don't have anybody around you, you can find online communities, all right? And that's it for today's video. How many of these did you take? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because on this channel I create content that helps you grow more and more into the best version of yourself for yourself. Trust me, you will love it here. As always, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.